It has really been a wild ride this fall. Let's review what the UCP actually did, shall we? Buckle up. The government forced 51,000 striking teachers back to work, stripping away the rights of every Alberta teacher and rammed it through the legislature in one day. The Premier and the UCP put teachers and students back into the same crowded classrooms with no improvements, and still the lowest education funding per student in Canada. The government then took away the rights of even more Albertans by using the notwithstanding clause 3 more times against trans youth, women and girls, medical professionals, and parents. The UCP then officially established American-style 2-tier private healthcare in Alberta. It won't mean better healthcare for Albertans, and it won't mean more Alberta healthcare workers. It just means those who can afford it will get care before those who can't. We're not done. The government cut financial supports for people with disabilities. The UCP is putting citizenship markers on driver's license. Lay the groundwork for cutting people's access to provincial services. The UCP gave 9 of their own parliamentary secretaries a raise while voting down a minimum wage increase that could have helped 114,000 Alberta workers. The Minister of Justice gave himself immunity from any professional discipline. The UCP changed the rules mid-game on citizen initiative petitions and referendum questions to appease their separatist supporters. They denied adequate funding to Elections Alberta just to do the work that they're required to do on recall and citizen initiatives, the laws created by the UCP themselves. September started with a poorly thought out book ban. Thanks to a reckless and dangerous aversion to public health measures by this government, Canada lost its measles-free status and Alberta recorded its first measles death in a generation. The UCP announced Alberta will opt out of the federal dental care program. Let's keep going. The UCP's tacit support for separatism was soundly rejected by almost 500,000 Albertans who signed the Forever Canada petition confirming that Albertans are indeed proud Canadians. The Auditor General report on Dynalife identified $125 million public dollars wasted on failed lab privatization efforts and that the UCP went ahead with it against the advice of AHS. Records were destroyed and that AHS staff feared repercussions for speaking out. The government then essentially announced plans to fire the Auditor General this coming spring, just as the AG is expected to finish his investigation into corrupt care. And speaking of corrupt care, Judge Wyatt released his report into healthcare corruption allegations. Remember MH Care, Turkish Tylenol, and all the others? Well, it found that there absolutely were breaches of AHS procurement policy, confirming what AHS CEO Athana Mentolopoulos was fired by the UCP for investigating. But on the question of whether there was any political interference in these shady contracts, well, Judge Wyatt said himself he couldn't say because of the limitations that the UCP placed on controlling what evidence he could see. Oh, and not one UCP minister or political staff was actually interviewed by him, proving once again that Albertans need a full public inquiry into corrupt care now. This session, it has become clear that this government is running scared. They are scared of Albertans. This is a government that thinks it knows best, but instead has demonstrated just how out of touch they are with the priorities of Albertans.